Hi everyone, I hope this finds you well. In case you're tuning in for the first time, I am the Spiritual Seeker. I am an independent researcher, numerologist, and member of Black Space Azania. Black Space is a Black consciousness formation. You can follow us on Twitter or like our Facebook page for further information and updates. And just to respond to Andrew's comment, it is very beautiful that we're all gathered here, and I'm also looking forward to learning from you as we journey on together. The first two episodes were a general introduction and a note on method. Since you are reading I Write What I Like, a book having 18 chapters, I will upload a video for each chapter, sharing my perspective and understanding as well. In this episode, I will share a biographical summary of the life of Steve Biko, as well as his intellectual contributions and legacy. Steve Biko was born on the 18th of December 1946 in the Eastern Cape. He received primary and secondary education locally before proceeding to Lovedale College in Ellis and later Roman Catholic in Marion Hill, matriculating in 1965. Since I'm also a numerologist, based only on his date of birth, you can see someone who is socially active, articulate, and who has creative energy. We can see one person who believed in the greater good of humanity, someone very compassionate. In a general sense, we can also see a person whose life purpose was to learn from the changes and different life events. He was a student at the University of Natal, non-European section. He became a member of NUSAS, South African Student Union of South Africa, until 1968, when SASO, the South African Students Organization, was formed. He was elected first president and led the organization until he was succeeded by Bani Pityana. And those who know say Bani Pityana was actually the first person to say, "Black men, you're on your own," even when this is attributed to Biko. But those who know say it was actually Bani Pityana who said it first. Biko was married. He got married in 1970 to Mama Unsiki Biko. Mama Unsiki Biko was recently conferred an honorary doctorate by Rose University. The organization, SASO, was an integral part of the Black consciousness movement, since the organizing and the thinking were done there in the formative stages of the movement. The Black consciousness movement would later run a clinic, Zanempilo, as part of its Black community programs, would set up a trust fund, Zimel, and found an organization in schools, the South African Student Movement, whose leaders, Utsisi Mashinini, Khoso Siahlolo, and others, organized the Soweto Uprising in 1976. Later, after serious consideration and need to involve more Black people in the struggle against apartheid, they founded BPC, the Black People's Convention, which was also the first anti-apartheid political organization to have a Black woman as president, Mme Winnie Khware. Before his death on the 12th of September 1977, he was detained on the 18th of August of the same year under Section 6 of the Terrorism Act and taken to Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha. But to read more on the life of Biko, you can check out the South African History Online, the book that I spoke about earlier, Biko Lives, edited by Angela Mutama, and there's also another book by Xolela Mangu. Yes, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.